And tonight we're getting a first-hand look at the landlord who police say confessed to killing his 3 tenants. 54-year-old David Daniel was led out of a police station earlier today to be taken to Rikers. When asked why he did it, Daniel kept his head down and said very softly that he was under a lot of pressure. Yesterday, Daniel walked into a police station and said he had done something bad. And when officers arrived at a home on Milburn Street in Queens, they found Daniel's girlfriend dead in the upstairs apartment. Meanwhile, a man and another woman were found in the basement apartment, also stabbed to death. Police tell Pix 11 that Daniel was upset over unpaid rent.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit y'all another video. Hope y'all are having a very great day. Hope y'all are having a very great week also. My day is going absolutely splendid. Big shout out to all the channel members and subscribers of the Trey King Show family. And much love to each and every last one of you all. And you all, we have a crazy story out of New York by way of Queens. And big shout out to everybody in the great state of New York. Everybody inside the great borough of Queens. Now, before I start this story, I want to send a special thank you out to my channel members and also to my subscribers for sending me this story. And also, keep these stories coming. Now, you all, also before I start this story, I want to send a condolence out to the family of Colleen Fields and also Yvette Sweeney and also Wayne Thomas. Yes, we lost 3 people, you all, over, yes, R-E-N-T, not the grape thing, rent, yes, unpaid rent. And you might be looking around saying to yourself like, damn, Trey, is it that serious? Yes, it is. And I'm sorry to bring this news right before Thanksgiving, but guess what? Somebody got to tell you. Now, look here. They say where there's smoke, there's always a fire. And I've been hearing that a lot lately. Now, the smoke been brewing in this landlord life for a long time. David Sweeney stated to the police after he killed Wayne Thomas and Yvette Sweeney and also Colleen Fields, the reason why he killed Wayne Thomas and also Yvette Sweeney was because they haven't paid rent since the coronavirus pandemic. And for those of you all who remember when the coronavirus first hit, it's been going on almost 4 years ago. And David Daniel said he hasn't received a damn dime from Wayne Thomas and also Yvette Sweeney, which further promoted him and elevated him to kill them, which is very sad and heinous. Now, you might be saying, well, Trey, that's not a reason to kill nobody. And true enough, it's not. It's not. Because I already know one thing. Look here, times are hard. And especially if you stay in these big cities like New York, LA, especially New York City, guess what? They're increasing the rent every year, at least by like 1%, 2%. In some places, 9% and also 13%. So if your rent was like $3,000 or $4,000 this year, guess what? Depends on your lease and your landlord. Your rent may be $3,800 or $4,500 come next year when it's time to renew it. And that's a sad damn shame. I mean, dang, talk about having it hard. Now, you all might be saying also with Trey, well, what about the girlfriend? Why did he take the girlfriend out? Because David Daniels stated to the police, and this came out of his mouth, that the girlfriend mocked him, basically pushed him to the edge where she stated that she was not going to pay her portion of the rent, and that what made him kill his girlfriend, Colleen Fields, in her upstairs bedroom, which is a sad situation. But I was thinking about this also. Okay, if that's your girlfriend, why kill her? And I also was thinking about this part, if it's true what he told the police about Colleen Fields mocking him, and they were promoting him to kill his girlfriend. I was thinking this right here to myself. I was like, well, you know what? Maybe if the story is true and she did mock him, which is still not enough reason to kill anybody, if she would have only knew that David Daniel was going to kill her, maybe she would not have mocked him. But guess what, though? What does it prosper David Daniel to sit up here and murder these people when you're going to prison for life? You get what I'm saying? So it does you no good to sit up here and take these people life. Now, I understand that when you stay somewhere, you have to pay bills. You get what I'm saying? So if you don't like to pay bills, guess what? You're going to have a hard knock life, like Jay-Z said. But at the same time, you cannot stay in people's apartments and homes and expect not to pay no damn rent. You have to pay bills wherever you go. And that's what I think I always tell my family members, especially my little brother. No matter where you go, guess what? You're going to have to pay a cost. You're going to have to pay a cost to live. And I understand sometimes you cannot pay your rent. And I understand things come up. But think about this also, family. The coronavirus hit a few years back, and we are still dealing with them same pandemics. So guess what? The pandemic is not going nowhere. So does that mean that these people who are using that as an excuse because the government was giving people like relief on that, but they was paying the landlord the money for these tenants and whatnot because some of these people weren't able to go because you remember the businesses were shut down and also a lot of people employment where they were working at was shut down also. So a lot of people weren't able to pay those bills. So what the government did, well, depends on what state you was in also, they'll come in and try to offer these people some kind of relief packages where they will subsidize their rent, where they will help them pay their rent. But guess what, though? They've been cut that out. Now you got to ask yourself this also. Put yourself in the landlord's shoes. Do the landlord supposed to let these people stay in his unit for free? And I'm not saying that's justification for killing anybody. because I honestly feel that you should exhaust every option possible before you have to resort to violence, because violence is not the answer to none of this, because everybody loses in the end. But at the same time, you cannot sit up here and stay in people's residence in their homes for years on end and don't give them a damn dime. And then when they come and ask you about it, you catch your attitude with them, because put yourself in that landlord's shoes. But at the same time, you have to take your emotions out of it. People are killing each other over anything these days. True enough, I understand that maybe Mr. David Daniel felt played or whatnot. I understand that he was frustrated, but guess what though? That's not a reason to go butcher somebody to death. Now, Wayne Thomas and Yvette Sweeney was downstairs in a basement bedroom where they was ultimately killed. And after David Daniel killed them, he proceeded to go upstairs where his girlfriend, Colleen Fields, was and stabbed her to death. A sad situation. And right after he stabbed him to death, he proceeded to go right to the police station. Yes, they didn't have to hunt him down. He went to the police station, turned himself in, and told him that he did a bad thing and that his girlfriend mocked him. Because it seemed to me David Daniel was more upset with his girlfriend, Colleen Fields, not paying her portion of the rent than he was at Wayne Thomas and also Yvette Sweeney, which they did not pay him rent in years. A sad situation. But, you know, all this could have been avoided if he would have went by this the right way. Because David Daniel could have did a lot more and also took legal action against Wayne Thomas and also Yvette Sweeney and also his girlfriend. But the main thing about it is this right here. Also, think about this. Why would you want a girlfriend who don't want to pay her portion of the rent? And maybe Colleen Fields felt she didn't have to pay her portion of the rent because guess what? That's your girlfriend. Because I'm sure she brung it up. Look here, you want to lay down with me, so why should I have to pay you something? Some people say that. Not saying that's what Colleen Fields said, but you get what I'm saying. So maybe that's why Colleen Fields was holding back her portion of the rent, because she felt like, hell, I'm giving you my body, I'm giving you my time. That should count for something. I understand in that aspect. But evidently, David Daniel wasn't trying to hear none of that because he wanted his money. But if you know a person is going to hurt you, the best thing to do is leave. He should have talked to these people. He should have talked to his girlfriend, Colleen Fields. He should have talked to Wayne Thomas and Yvette Sweeney and pretty much told them, look here, either I'm going to get my money or things going to go left. You feel what I'm saying? Not saying that you got to threaten somebody, but guess what though? Anything other than trying to kill that person. Now, true enough, you may threaten a person, they may try to come back and kill you. So really, it's a lose-lose situation on both ends. But this is not the way to handle those type of things. It's like we're living in a world today where people are just so emotional, where they're letting their anger control their actions. And it's a sad situation. Because you got to ask yourself this, and I'm going to close. What good would money do you as a landlord? What good would your property do you as a landlord when you were in prison facing a life sentence for killing 3 people? What did it prosper you? Nothing. Only thing it did had you looking like a fool. And also in closing, look at David Daniel's face. You can look and tell that David Daniel is a damn fool. Anyway, you all be careful how you treat people and also be aware of their actions. Because like I told you in the beginning of the video, where there's smoke, there's always a fire. And all this could have been avoided if grown-ups would have came together and been grown-ups. You get what I'm saying? If Wayne Thomas and Yvette Sweeney would have sat down with David Daniel and came up with some kind of plan, because it's this simple. You cannot stay in somebody's residence for months and years on end and not give them a damn dime and expect that person to be happy. And true enough, no matter if they don't pay you, there's no reason to kill them. Go through the legal process, get these folks evicted, and move on with your life. And put somebody in there who's really going to pay the rent. You feel me? So, everybody losing this situation in the end. Anyway, you all let me know what you think about this story. If there's anything I may have missed or misinformed, which is not my true intent, please let me know in the comment section, or you can email me. We can talk about it more there. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel and become a channel member. Also, share the video with your family and friends. Till next time, you all stay blessed and have a great Thanksgiving. And thank you all for tuning in to the Trey King Show. And I will see you all soon. And you all take care. And guess what? I'm out.
Mr. McMillan, would you like 30 seconds more?
Allow me to introduce myself. I represent the Rent is Too Damn High Party.